Good morning from day 178. It's freaking cold out here, man. I'm having a moment. I'm a little peeved that I started the AT when it was cold, and I spent my first at least 2 months out here cold. Then it got really hot, but somehow I am still here when it's getting cold again. My goodness. I slept okay. I was a little chilly, not toasty warm. I didn't have my puffy on though, which probably would have helped, but the main problem was my pad. All of my body that was touching my pad was cold. So I'm gonna get my winter pad back when I go to the wedding. Green Bean's bringing me a lot of things. I didn't have service at the shelter. I still don't have service, but she sent me a Garmin message that the forecast for the shelter that I'm at was 39 last night. Why is it in the 30s in August? It is the end of August, but still. Anywho, I have 15.6 miles today and basically no ascent. It's a really, really flat day. Well, I do have climbs, but they look super gradual. So, we'll see what happens. I should have service at the next shelter, but I'm really hoping it's gonna be a little warmer tonight. We'll see. I feel like you could totally see a moose. I mean, I don't see one, but that seems like an area where a moose would hang out. I'd love to see one that far away, way out in that field over there. So I didn't get started until about 8:30 this morning. One good thing about that, multiple people had already left the shelter, so I'm not doing any silk blazing today. It's lovely. I've just been walking along these platforms and singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day." I know I was complaining earlier. It's been about 10 minutes, but I'm kind of in a great mood right now. So, it's a beautiful day. It's nice that it's cold when you're moving. And check the weather, the Garmin weather, which isn't always very accurate, but the low tonight is supposed to be 50. Good news. Bad news, because it's going to rain tomorrow. So, that's not ideal, but I think they said 0.2 inches or something. So not a lot, and I think it'll be on and off drizzling during the day. So, not the end of the world. So, ooh, that board's a little wonky. I am starting the climb up to the top of Baker Peak. All the comments were so sketchy if it's wet, don't go in the rain, sketchy climb. One person said they did it in the rain and it was fun. It reminded them of the whites. So, we're going up. So far, it doesn't seem sketchy to me. The trail is just rock slabs. So I guess that's why people are saying it could be sketchy when it's wet. But there are plenty of cracks you could step in so you wouldn't slide down. I made it to the top. It was fun. Not challenging or sketchy at all. But whew. Oh, the bad weather route. I'm getting to the other side. But yeah, there was a little bit of a view at one point, but I thought there might be a view at the top, so I didn't take a video part way up. And then there was no view at the top. But back in the woods now. Just stopped at the trail by the Lost Pond shelter for, I don't know, a little bit. Had some snacks. I had some cheesy Ritz crackers, the like cheese-filled ones. And then I had a Big Bar. And now I'm gonna snack on some Doritos as I hike. I just stopped for a little break. I went down to the creek down there and refilled my water. Plus, I had a scab on my knee, I think from a mosquito bite or something. And I accidentally scratched open the scab and there was just blood dripping down my leg. So, put a band-aid on that. And getting to walk over the suspension bridge. A paved road. I am walking down. This is a Forest Service road, by the way, and it's paved, which is wild. But the trail goes down this little bit, and there's a pit toilet, which is exciting. And then I go back into the woods. It's about noon. There's a shelter in 2 miles. It was kind of where I'd planned to do lunch. I'm not really that hungry, so I'll probably do lunch there. Unless there's a really good, unless there's trail magic or a good sunny spot. I want to lay out my tent to dry because it's soaking wet right now. The sun is kind of coming and going because it's very partly cloudy, but I have my tent on the ground. I kind of wish there was some place to hang it or something. I don't know, maybe I can finesse that in the trees. That turned into about an hour-long lunch break. So, back at it. I think I have 8 miles left. Something like that. To the shelter, but there's no water at the shelter, so I have to get water like 5 miles before it or something. Carry it the whole way. There's a muscle in kind of my, I don't know, by my mid-ribs in my back. It's kind of having its moment. I don't know, it's a little spasmy, so it's a little hard to take deep breaths, which is not very convenient for this. But the trail's beautiful. Okay, I have to come back here next summer because swimming in this would be amazing. It is just way too cold for that right now. Are the leaves already changing? I'm not crazy, right? Some of those are turning red and orange. I kind of just realized that. Here's a better view. Right in front of the shelter. I ran into a lady who comes up here a lot. She said she was here last week and that I am not crazy and that those orange colors literally just came up like in the past few days. I can't believe the colors are turning already. There isn't a sign, although it looks like there used to be one. There's just a bunch of scrap metal on this little rock wall. I was wrong. It's on far out. This is the remains of the Aldrichville, that's really hard to say, mill village from around the 1890s. It was pillaged and then deemed unlivable. But this is what's left. I am crossing a creek that drains from out there. There's a bunch of flowers. It's very pretty. But I just chugged what was left of my liquid IV in one water bottle and then refilled it. So I have both my bottles full. I have about 5 miles to the shelter, and then there is no water at the shelter, but about a mile after the shelter is another water source. So I really just have to have enough water for dinner tonight. And then I can survive with whatever I have in the morning until Sorry, I heard something. Like leaves cracking. So that's the plan. Got some more climbing to do. It's almost 2:30 right now, which is so early. But I don't know why, I'm kind of ready to be done hiking today. I just want to sit down. I'm also excited because my comment said there was service at the shelter, and I haven't had service since like yesterday midday. So that'll be nice. For the past 10 or 15 minutes, I've just been walking through all of these pines, and the ground is so soft, except for the rocks. There is a really big rock garden right here that the trail goes right through. I have about 0.6 left to the turnoff. There's an overlook, I don't want to go. 0.6 to the turnoff for the shelter, and then the shelter is 0.2 off trail. I just sat down on the side of the trail in the sun for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something maybe, and just enjoyed the sun and the smells, and it was lovely. I made it to the shelter. I'm the only one here. It's not the nicest shelter, but it'll do. I checked the weather, and it's supposed to start raining at like 6 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm gonna stay in the shelter because I don't want to take down a wet tent. It's about 4:30 right now, and I'm really hungry. So I think I might make my dinner now so that when it's cold, I can just like eat a protein bar in my quilt.